Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fine game of the Masked Tournament. I'm your lovely host who just lost a lovely game against Ben Carson. Round 2 is upon us. Thank you all for being here. I wish I had a lovely speech plan for you, but I was just in a tussle, so we're doing it live. We're just about to begin here. The codes have gone out, and our competitors are on their way. Round 2. So the folks that you are seeing in this particular matchup are people that you've already seen so far in the tournament. I myself played as Ron Paul in the first match. Apparently some folks might have some pressing comments about how I played the ballot round last game. Feel free to drop those comments in the chat. I will respond to them. Okay, so it looks like one of our competitors will be playing as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So let's check out some of these bonuses. Big penalty with oil and gas. Got some of these national groups probably won't have any factor in this 1v1. Now, of course, the biggest bonus with AOC is that 35% Latino bonus and the 30% town and gown bonus. So I think we can absolutely expect probably an early run with Arizona. Depending on what the opponent's candidate will be, that may be a hot spot. Especially if it's a Republican that's going for swing states. That'll make Arizona very important. Yeah, TJ, it was a tough loss. I feel all right with how I played that game. In hindsight, there's some changes I could have made to the ballot round. It may not have been so opportune to completely lock in, or even go quite so far into Connecticut. I wasn't really thinking, I guess, that if Ben would spend so much money to lock in Connecticut, then how would he have the money to spend in Massachusetts? Yeah, I didn't really think of that at the time. Massachusetts was definitely an afterthought. What are you going to do? A tie would have been pretty dramatic. Yeah, it's kind of funny too because Massachusetts is my real life home state too, so pretty amusing that I didn't do anything with that. No worries, I'll take it. I could have tied that one up. I thought I was so clever getting those town and gown ones in the middle too. I mean, it did help, but no, that was a great game played by my opponent. I don't feel bad about that. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be Nixon versus AOC. I suspect that this is going to be an interesting matchup. And it's round 2 as well. So let's see. Nixon, I believe, is big with swing states. So yes, I'm going to expect some Arizona business going on. Okay, so Nixon's going to start with 2 into Florida And AOC is going with the classic 1 into New York. They both have 29 electorals. So I think we know what's going to happen here. Nixon is probably going to do Florida, North Carolina, and Wisconsin, or maybe Pennsylvania. AOC almost assuredly is going to start with town and gown here. Get that 30% bonus. I think that's like I think it's like 101,000 or something like that. I don't math. Suraj says, "Wow, that looks like a Laerty open." Yeah, that's possible. Although, I think it would be more dependent. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what Laerty would do next. Maybe you can fill me in, but I think that 1 into New York is a fairly common Democratic strategy. I myself employ it, but it could be. It's very possible. I'll be very curious which of them goes into Arizona first. If not a clash. TJ says, everyone starts with 1 tick in NY. It's the round 2 that separates. I agree. I think more indicative of who would be which states they choose to get their town and gown bonus. I think that might be a calling card to who's who. So I think a lot of folks have their own way of getting town and gown bonus. It's pretty open-ended. New York plus, what, 50,000, 55,000? That leaves a lot of different pathways to that bonus. Suraj says, Laerty will go Mass and Utah, then Cali, then Nevada, and New Jersey. That's his Olay line. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if it's Laerty. Mass, Utah. All right. I'm going to hold you to that. We'll see what's what. All right, here we go. Yep, Arizona. North Carolina. Okay, it looks like he's going the oil route. Okay, they're both in Virginia. No, not the oil route. Just very interesting way to get the bonus. Kind of skirting around Pennsylvania. Okay, so I'm not sure. Maybe someone can fill me in. I'm not sure what the angle was here with AOC. Unless there's something I'm missing, I'm not sure why they wouldn't immediately get the turn 4 town and gown bonus. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, what the hell do I know? I just lost a match, so I don't know anyone here that's taking advice from me on how to win a round 2 match. Probably should ask someone else. 'Cause I don't know shit about Massachusetts, even though I'm sitting in Massachusetts, so what are you going to do? Nixon. You have to think he's going to try and get his swing state bonus for next turn, despite this whole situation here with AOC. AOC, I'm going to have to see another turn to figure out what their angle is. Maybe, oh, you know what? Actually, maybe this is, they're going to pivot to California, perhaps. Maybe this is for the Latino bonus. But then, still not quite sure how that factors in Virginia. I mean, Virginia is just generally a good state to have, but... Once again, for anyone that's just joining, thank you for tuning in to the round 2 of the Mask tournament. If you're not sure what this is, check the sidebar, but the Too Long Didn't Read version, it is like the Masked Singer. Every competitor in this game is anonymous. Oh. I'll explain later. Yep, there we go, California. Okay, yeah, this is probably going to be the swing state here. There's no spend for Virginia, so... Did he... Should be enough, right? Yep, there we go. So as I was saying, none of these candidates have any idea who else is in the tournament. They have no idea who they're playing, and neither does anyone in the audience. Or me. Whoever loses at the end of this will be revealed, and whoever wins will continue on, and they can only play each candidate one time. So whomever wins this one, you won't see them playing as that candidate again. Let me go ahead and make my move. It's pretty early here. I mean, it seems like it's a pivot to Latino. It's going to take a while, but... Suraj says, AOC taking the lazy road to high tech. Yeah, I mean, there's... That's a fair comment. Colorado for Nixon. AOC, yep. Okay. AOC making some interesting choice. We've got some money saving here. Nixon trucking on. Looks like going to be switching it up to the manufacturing bonus most likely. Might see a steal in Arizona soon. AOC, let's examine this a little bit. Kind of all over the board right now. We got 2 into New York. We got 2 into California. We got 1 in Arizona, 1 in Illinois, 1 in the District of Columbia, 1 in Massachusetts. Should probably put a whole bunch of Massachusetts if you were me. Virginia, got 1 in here also. Yeah, AOC is Suraj says AOC seems to have ADHD. She's going for all the bonuses at once. Yeah, AOC is going for the satisfying moment when you collect like 5 bonuses at once. Which I'll agree is very satisfying. But you got to make sure you get them too. That's pretty key. I mean, Nixon, you have... Oh, wait, Nixon doesn't... No, yeah. No, not enough to double spend in Texas. Shame. Here we go. Yep, steal in Arizona. Yep. On to 3 in Cali. AOC continuing the... Finally, okay, looks like we're going to lock in high tech here. I will say, if there's not some more challenging, I guess I would say, from Nixon soon. I mean, AOC will collect quite a few bonuses, right? 3 more, maybe? Yeah, potentially. Nixon looks like Nixon is going to get manufacturing next turn. I think you can expect Nixon to probably lock in Arizona. Something's going to happen in Virginia soon. That's not going to sit like that for very long. Sorry, turn 6 and no fireworks in Virginia. Oof. I get it. Dude, how about that guy in that last tournament that didn't go for Massachusetts? What a dipshit, huh? Ooh. Almost as bad as that guy that swears on stream. What's his name? Who cares? Yeah, Arizona's gotta have to get locked in. Suraj says AOC should get Latino next turn, but strange she hasn't gone for Town and Gown yet. Yeah, that's interesting. This is another one of those games where it's taken a bit to get Town and Gown. I think there was a mass tournament game maybe 4 or 5 back where Town and Gown wasn't locked in until the very end. Yep, Arizona is the first state locked in. Let's see what AOC's up to. Everyone's very curious. Okay, Massachusetts, dipping into Michigan, Minnesota. I think AOC may get Town and Gown now. I do believe AOC has just enough for Town and Gown. By like, oh, we got a clash in Virginia. And then Wyoming. Yep. All right, big round. Both of them got a couple bonuses each. Let's do my spend real quick. Let's see what we got. So, Nixon, swing state, manufacturing, oil by a very, very thin margin here. AOC has the high tech, Latino, and Town and Gown. Once again, another thin margin. That was a big money game right there. Or round, I should say. So what are they gonna do? Are we gonna see a clash here at 10? Take a pause on Virginia, maybe? I think Nixon might lock it in, personally. I don't think he's gonna let AOC get away with Virginia. Let's see. Both of them pretty in line for the export bonus right now. Agriculture, Nixon, very close. I don't think he can get it next turn. African American's still wide open right now. No one's in Georgia yet. Do we have enough for a ballot? 11. Let's see. Nope, not yet. Okay, it looks like Nixon's going for some more oil. AOC gonna put some pressure on Florida. Yeah, it's time. Nixon gonna put pressure on Illinois. Yep. Lots of intermingling here in some of these states. I don't know if that's the appropriate word, but that's what my brain went with. So there you have it. I think they're both trying to close the gap on that African American bonus. Nixon just going into all the oil states. He's got his agriculture bonus. Old South as well. That's a nice Old South bonus. It's a pretty decent one. 62. Let's do our spend. Yeah, they're involved in each other's business now. Now's the time when you have to start picking and choosing what you're going to defend. I expect Nixon's going to have to make a push for that African American bonus. I'm thinking Michigan maybe a spot that he tries to steal since he has that manufacturing bonus under his belt. He might have a little bit of money saved up here. If he can grab Michigan, that would be pretty nice for him. Not his opponent. It would be bad for them. Close with export. If he gets Pennsylvania and steals Michigan and taps Oregon, would that be enough for the export bonus? Suraj says, I mean, it was a strange order to do it in, but AOC got the bonuses she wants. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if there was more clashing with Nixon while that was happening, I don't think it quite would have worked out in AOC's favor in that way. But they stayed pretty separated until about now, so I think that worked to her advantage pretty good. New Hampshire, maybe a clash there next turn. Both of them have bonuses here, so it's a nice little snack. Who doesn't need a snack every now and then? I know I do. You've seen my pictures. Let's see. Would Nixon go for Illinois? All right, here we go. Alabama. Jumping into Delaware. Nixon, 200K defending into Florida. AOC steals Illinois. I mean, Louisiana. And, oh, here we go. Yep, Michigan grabbed. It's tough. So AOC has Illinois and Louisiana now, and now South Carolina. Yeah, they're both going at that AA bonus. I don't know if either of them had enough to get it, though. Nixon loses the Old South bonus. That's rough. That would have been nice to defend some of those states down there. Or I guess at this point, take them back, really. Let's do our spend. Okay. Will AOC cap it off in Louisiana? It's a lot of potential things that could happen here. Still a pretty close game. Maybe more bonus. Yeah, they are virtually tied in export driven. So that's very up in the air there. AOC almost has it there. Very close. Nixon will probably finish off Michigan. Isn't it fun just listening to me guess what people are going to do? I guess Nixon might steal Georgia. So, do we have any idea who might be who at this point? Any clues popping out at anybody? We had some early guesses when the stream started. I believe that those opinions changed fairly early on. If anyone has any ideas on either Nixon or AOC, go ahead and drop a comment. DJ says, yeah, ends justifying means. Yeah, I mean, all that matters is you get the bonuses, right? If it works, it works. all these bonuses might be in play next turn. Very possible. Still anybody's game right now, I'd say. AOC has 3 state groups. Nixon has 4. Just 1 extra here. Still 3 up for grabs. The only bonus in the whole list that actually hasn't been claimed once, I don't think, is African American, although perhaps export as well. Got just about a minute left here. You have to expect with the type of board that we have right now, it's going to take these folks a little bit longer to figure out exactly how they're going to thread that needle. Still only one state locked in, it looks like. Arizona. Lonely Arizona. Voting early. Voting early for Nixon. All the other states still deeply deciding. Here we go. AOC with a big old Colorado grab. Almost a clash in Georgia, but Nixon escapes with it. Dumping into Indiana. Oh, and he takes Louisiana back and locks it in. Louisiana is gone. AOC going to dip some money into those town and gown states. Nixon steals Nevada by 1. Ooh, yep. Action in Virginia. AOC grabs Virginia back. Really evening things out here. 240 to 243 right now. Ooh, and Nixon gets export driven. It's close. A lot of stuff going on here. Definitely gonna see some action. 19 locked in now. Let's spend. Let's see. Still no African American bonus. Maybe next turn that's coming up. It almost seems like you'd have a ballot soon, just based on the full spread of states here, but really not close at all yet. Only turn 10. Now this is interesting. Actually, no, it's probably not. I don't think AOC has the money. Unless that's why she spread out some money into the town and gowns. I don't think anything's going to happen in Florida, probably. AOC has a lot of high-tech and town and gown money, I think. You'd have to think that AOC is gonna jump into Pennsylvania soon. Like I was saying earlier, I think these rounds are definitely gonna take a little bit longer right now. Now, if you're AOC, you have to imagine it's time to close this gap with the African American bonus and get that money rolling in. I have a few different options here. Nixon, let's see what he's got going on. Got about 30 seconds left. Here we go. Alabama. Colorado locked in. Nixon steals Delaware. Jumping into Idaho. AOC locks in Maryland. Michigan is locked in by Nixon. Nixon looks like he might be going for that AA bonus. AOC steals back Nevada. That's going to keep going back and forth. Jumping in here. Yep, they're both going for that AA bonus. And Virginia's locked in. That Old South bonus is pretty scuffed. Oh, see? What the hell do I know? He grabs it right there. It's close. How many states we got locked in now? 20, 28, 38, 41, 51, 61, 67? Does that look accurate? So close. If he takes, I think even just District of Columbia, and I think he would have that. So who do you guys think has the upper hand right now? It's looking fairly even to me currently. Maybe slight edge to Nixon, perhaps. I think he might have the momentum. Ah, yes. It would probably be helpful if I spent. That'll keep the game rolling. Let's see what we got. Got 2 minutes left. What's going to happen next? Here we go. AOC locks in the District of Columbia. AOC steals back Georgia by one. By one. Ooh. Ooh, I think that was a big move right there. Nixon takes back Iowa. Nixon moving into Montana. Nixon stealing back North Dakota and locking it in. Nixon going for Nebraska. Nixon, he steals New Hampshire. AOC steals Oregon, keeping him under 270. Going into Pennsylvania, stealing North Carolina. Nixon steals North Carolina. Both of them in Utah. Oh, Nixon with the Washington grab. Ooh, loses the town and gown. Okay, we're gonna do our spend. Okay. So Nixon definitely has the advantage, but AOC's not out yet. It was tough losing that town and gown bonus by so little, too. I think just one of these states would have been enough to keep it. But what are you gonna do? Gotta get it back. Both of them still in the hunt for that AA bonus. Yeah, Suraj, AOC didn't have enough. That's a tough loss. That's like missing like 100K. 100K. Tough. Very tough. She'll get it back, but that 100K would have been nice to spend. Ooh, look at the money difference, though. Look at that money difference. Big money, small money. Not as much money as me. I like to money save, you know. If you're AOC, do you go for it? Do you try to take Pennsylvania? I don't know, the money difference is big right now. Nixon has so much money to spend. But I feel like he's probably perhaps been saving up this type of money. Here we go. Is this, I don't know if we have enough for a ballot, but AOC locks in Georgia. AOC's trying to get that town and gown bonus back. Ooh, big steal in Mississippi. That was a lot of money. Nixon locks in New Mexico. He defends big in Pennsylvania. He grabs Tennessee. Is that enough for the AA bonus? We'll find out in just a minute. Clash in Washington. Ooh, Nixon lost the Old South bonus again, but he gained the African American bonus. pretty even trade, all things considered. And AOC gets her pounding down bonus back. 97.5. We do not have a ballot yet. How much we got locked in here? 20, 25, 33, 43, 49, 59, 52, 62, 65, 75, 81, 84. 84? Just 84? We're 16 away, I believe. Someone check my math. I'm not a math surgeon. I'm really bad at this. Anderson states AOC is Laerty. Anderson, that was a guest very early on. Some of your colleagues in the chat changed their mind after seeing AOC's turn 2 through 7 or so. If they want to jump into the chat and kind of explain some of their thinking on that, feel free. But that has been a guess, though. Any guesses for Nixon? Nixon played a pretty good game. I always feel weird giving, like, saying how well someone's doing in a match, or like saying something they could do differently. You know, like I kind of feel like one of those U.S. senators that like runs for the Senate, but then they don't get the seat, they lose the election, and then they get a cushy job at one of the big media companies where their job is to like tell other people running for election how to run better. And it's like, how can you be the one to tell people how to run an election better when you literally lost? That's how I feel when I'm up here telling people what to do. So I'll just make comments. I think everyone's doing a great job. Oh yeah. Here we go. Sick delay, bro. Keeping y'all on your toes. Ooh! AOC steals Delaware. Nice little grab of 3 there. Locking in Illinois. Illinois is Dunzo. Flash over Mississippi. Yeah, if you're Nixon, you're trying to get Mississippi back after that huge grab there. AOC's going to North Carolina and grabs Nebraska with a big steal there. Nevada's gotten back and forth several times, but it is finally locked in by Mr. Richard Nixon, President Nixon, whatever. New Hampshire, Clash. That's what the people care about. Clashing. The Clash, the band. Decent band. South Carolina locked in. Washington, another clash? No. Nixon claps Washington. And he gets that old. That's been. Ooh, big African American money right there. That is going to help immensely. We do have a ballot, folks. This is the ballot. One of these folks will be going on to round 3 of the match tournament. Will it be Richard Nixon with a ton of money? Will it be AOC? Not so much money, but the heart of a warrior, I'm sure. This is anyone's game right now, folks. Who will we see win? Nixon, obviously, big money advantage. I mean, you'd have to think it's Nixon, but AOC could win this. It's literally possible. And let me spend now. Don't you love when the music cues up to something really dramatic, like me spending in Montana and then ending my turn? That's my favorite part. If you're just tuning in, we've had a hard-fought match here, and we are just about ready for our ballot. In the next 5 minutes, we will be finding out the identities of one of these individuals. Let's do a super intense version of the mass tournament where, like, whenever someone loses, you have to dox them. Like, you know, you have to reveal their identity. That sounds like upping the ante.
Come on, America. Let's road trip. Trade up to a new Kia.
This was brought to you by Kia. We're nearly there. 1:50 to go. Who will win this match? Will it be AOC? Will it be Richard Nixon? Will it be the guy who's not a crook? Will it be a junior senator? Old white man? Young Latino girl? This guy? This lady? More states? Less states. Here we go. Oh! And a big clash in Alabama. That's no good for AOC. Steel in Connecticut. Okay, okay. We're getting something going here. Clash in Hawaii. Ooh, and AOC steals Idaho. Nixon locks in Iowa. Nixon doing some patch jobs here. Ooh, these blocks are really hurting AOC. Really hurting. Without those blocks, I think AOC would have had a really good chance here. Looks like AOC is going to keep New Jersey. Going to keep Oregon in a block. Nixon's going to hold on to Tennessee. Spending in Texas. A block in Utah. And it looks like a steal in Vermont to end the game, I believe. Yes, Nixon will steal Vermont to end the game. Our final score, 292 to 246. And now, I will press the continue button to reveal both candidates. No, I'm just kidding. We will wait to get the word from TJ. All right, everyone. I have the final word. The moment you've all been waiting for. AOC has been revealed. Our competitor this evening, playing as AOC, is none other than Richard Gadd. Great game, Richard. And great game to Nixon as well. Once again, thank you all for joining us for another round 2 of the Masked Tournament. I am sure we will have more games coming for you this evening as the near 24/7 stream of the Masked Tournament rolls onward and onward. Only one may win. Thanks. Tune in again soon.